Hey everyone, Fishing 4K here. It's been a while since I did a video. I got a ton of things going on right now, so expect a ton of new videos coming soon. But anyways, this video is going to be about my experience purchasing from a website called TampaBayCichlids.com. It was a pretty good experience overall, and I just wanted to share that with you guys in case anyone's thinking about purchasing from them. So I did order 5, 6 cichlids, and I'll get to that in a minute here. And I'm just showing you the unbox here. They did come packaged very well. I did get next day shipping, and so their prices are pretty good. So I do recommend them. Go to their website and check them out. But anyways, here I'm just showing you guys the package. The box is pretty well insulated. I did make this video a couple months ago, so it was pretty cold here in the US at that time. So yeah, it was good to see the good insulation, the cardboard box, then the side walls, and then each bag was filled up with a little bit of water, and I didn't have any leaks or anything like that. So let's get to the fish here. The first one is the Star Sapphire Cichlid. The name is there. It's a Placidochromis Phenochilis. I'm sure I ruined that name, but yeah. The next one here is a red top Lawanda Peacock, and there's a picture of a fully colored up male. They do have options to buy males and females and whatnot, so that's pretty cool. Obviously the males are a little bit more, but it's worth it because they guarantee you a male. So if you buy a male, you're guaranteed a male. All of these fish, by the way, are guaranteed males, so that's the route I went for this order. There's another red top Lawanda. I went with tube just because I didn't want to put all of my faith into that one fish. I wanted to have two just in case one dies, or if I sell it or whatever the case may be. Plus, also that happens to be my favorite peacock, so I wanted more than just one. So next one up here is the albino Maury. There is a picture of a blue dolphin. It's basically the same thing except for the fact that it's albino. I couldn't get a good picture online, so I just used that one there. And that's the albino Maury cichlid. I did order 2 of those, and here is the second one. And unfortunately, that one was DOA. It was dead on arrival. So when you buy fish online, this can happen, right? It doesn't happen often. I've bought from many different places, but it can happen. So if it does, just follow the company's procedure, right? A lot of times they have Arrive Live guarantee where they offer a refund, exchange, or whatnot. So the first thing I did was take a picture, right? So make sure you document it. One thing I forgot to mention was the package was outside for no more than 10 minutes. So yeah, but anyways, each website is going to be different, so just follow their procedures. I did take that picture and send it to the owner, and I'll talk about that in a second here. But moving on, that's a blue dolphin there, a male. I do have a really nice female that's sexually mature already, and I know she wants to breed, so my goal was to get her a blue male and also an albino male. That way I can kind of see what kind of fry they can produce, but long term, that is my goal, is to breed that female, and I'll show her in a later video. So here I'm just floating them, just basic stuff, right? You don't want to just open the bags and throw the fish in there. It might shock the fish. pH differences, mostly temperature is the factor that can really stress them out, like if they're just thrown in right away. So just float them. I usually wait anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and that's usually good. As you can see here, they're just kind of stressed out, but This is immediately after putting them in the aquarium. I did put them in the 40 breeder that I used to have my electric blue acaras in, but I sold those, and so now I had this tank, so kind of use it as a grow out tank. I know that when you add fish to a tank, it's good to have the lights off, and the lights are off. It's just that this tank sits next to a window and gets ambient light, and the fish didn't seem to be bothered by that. As you can see, they're kind of just moving around, kind of, just hanging out. But yeah, it is recommended that lights are off. But I've found that natural light kind of has, it doesn't really bother them that much. So, that ambient light wasn't really an issue or anything. I do apologize for the focus if it's out of focus. It was really hard for me getting videos on this day. I don't know why. It's just... anyways, this was later on the first night. I did feed them the extreme flakes. Those are really, really good. I started using them a while back, and they're really good. So that's what I feed my fry. All of these fish are in the 1 to 1.5 inch range, and so it was really good to see them eating on the very first night. So yeah, and this is fast forwarded about a week or so, maybe 10 days, and as you can see, they come up to me, they greet me, and they're ready for food every time I come up to the tank. I do feed them twice a day. But yeah, so with regards, getting back to that albino Maury that was a DOA, I did send the owner a message. I sent him the picture, and he offered to send me another fish, which was cool. I did prefer to have the other fish because the refund is kind of just like, well, the fish is more to me than the cost of the fish, right? So I did choose to have them send me another one. And so here I am unboxing the other one. Once again, I'm just showing you guys good packaging, insulated and everything. But unfortunately, this guy was a DOA as well. So here I'm going to show you guys the condition he came. Now with this particular shipment, it was the 3-day express shipping. It wasn't the overnight shipping, and I think that had a factor I think that was a factor that kind of played into his demise. Unfortunately, I think there was a storm too, so the weather was something. Well, I'm pretty disappointed with that. Kind of figured, 3-day shipping was not going to work, but that's what they offered. Obviously, it's not cost effective for them to send me a $20 fish, with the next day $40, $50 shipping. So I expected that. It sucks, So I do recommend, if you receive a DOA from Tampa Bay Cichlids, just go ahead and request a refund just to save the fish, because they're not going to give you the next day air shipping. And I do appreciate them shipping me another fish, but I'm just... in the future, if ever I do receive a DOA, a fish dead on arrival, I'm just going to go ahead and request the refund right away. So that pretty much is that, right? The rest of the fish behind me over here, they're doing good. So that's good. I'm happy about that. They're really nice, really healthy, and they're doing fine. So yeah. Yeah, and so that was just my reaction to that situation with the fish. But anyways, this is the 125-gallon tank that I have. Well, actually, I'm going to replace with that 300-gallon that's pictured there. So I just wanted to show you guys that. That is going to be a video series coming up very soon. So if you're interested in that, subscribe. Also, I did go with a Universal Rocks versatile flat sheets that I'm going to be using for the background on that 300. And I'm going to show you guys how I kind of just bought it, cut it up, and then, had multiple backgrounds or whatnot. It's pretty good value buy, so go ahead and be on the lookout for that. And then I did apply one of those backgrounds to the tank I just showed you, my 40 breeder, and that's what it looks like. But again, I'm going to do a separate video on that. So if you're interested in that, be on the lookout for that. Yeah, all the fish are doing fine. No health issues. They're all eating. They're all happy and healthy. So that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I do recommend Tampa Bay Cichlids. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next videos. Fishing 4K signing off. Peace, y'all.